Luke, you've had such a interesting Lakers-Celtics history with your dad and kind of growing up and then playing against the Celtics in your own career. How do you summarize your thoughts on Lakers-Celtics and how that's kind of evolved over the years?
It's obviously one of the greatest rivalries in all sports. So, whether the teams are at the top or, right now we're struggling and on our way back to the top. It's still, I think, fun for both organizations. I think it's fun for the fans, and it's good for the NBA.
Do you get the sense that even your young guys understand that? Your 19-year-olds from here, there, and everywhere?
I don't think they probably get it. They will, the older they get, being around the league for years to come. But right now, I'd be surprised if they really understand what the history of this rivalry is.
So, like for tonight, you're more concerned with telling them how to deal with Isaiah Thomas screen rolls than you are talking about the babies?
We're yeah, we're far away. We're far away from that right now. We're focused on what we need to continue to get better at, and that's the main thing for us right now.
Speaking of that, you've seen what Thomas has been doing, especially in fourth quarters late. Are there things you see on film that you think could work better at curtailing that, and what's the focus for your defense?
Well, we got to get to that fourth quarter first. There's a lot of basketball to be played, and this is a very good team that's playing as well as anyone right now. So yeah, we as a staff we have options for the fourth quarter to try to give ourselves a better chance to stop him. But those only come into play if we do the work in the first three quarters.
All right, you said you wanted to keep bringing Julius along slowly. Played a few minutes last night. Where do you feel like you're still a ways away from getting there, or can you deploy him more tonight if you have to?
Well, no, nothing's really changed from last night to today, other than another 24 hours. But we didn't have practice on a back-to-back. He's obviously get a little more rest, so he should continue to feel better. But coming back from pneumonia isn't it's not just a normal sickness he's coming back from. So we have a nice break after this. We'll get some good practice time in New York, and I would expect a much bigger role once we're in New York.
You want to stick to that group with Tarek, and do you like how he's been fitting with Mozgov up front?
Yeah, I think he's done a great job. He's been our best defender with either unit in the way he's been talking and playing pick and rolls and all that stuff. So we'll stick with him.
Talk about how D'Angelo's progressed over the course of the season.
It's been up and down. I think the downs have more to do with injuries than anything else. People forget a lot that he's second year in this league, and it's a lot of responsibility, and he continues to get better, and it's great to see. But then he'll get hurt, and then it'll take some time to get going again. But I'm real happy with the way that he's playing and the way he's trying to he's trying to adjust and become the player that we think he can be, and a playmaker, an aggressive point guard, all those things. So I think he's doing a nice job of it.
Does this past week show that he can be a distributor? Is that kind of a learning curve thing, or?
Yeah, I think I think he's very capable. He has nights where he's a brilliant passer, and if you have nights like that, then it's in you. So we just got to have those nights more consistently.
Luke, with D'Angelo's assists, do you get excited when you see like the 11 assists, or are you more concerned with like the ratio with turnovers?
Both, honestly. The assists are great, but even that's a fine line, because sometimes he gets them after in my opinion, dribbling for too long of the possession. But when he's just coming off a pick and roll and making quick decisions, hitting that first, whether it's the big and the short action or the weak side shooter, those are what we like to see. It makes the defense rotate side to side. So the assist numbers are great. Obviously, he had a lot of turnovers last night that I felt weren't, there's turnovers you live with, and he had a lot last night that weren't in that category. Just passes to Mozgov's feet or whatever, where he was trying to make the right play, but the execution of the pass wasn't up to his standard as a player. So it's a nitpicking thing from the coaches' side of it, but he's great, and he comes back on the plane and watches film and asks the right questions. So he'll continue to get better with it.
What's been your general impression of Isaiah Thomas's run this year, and as a former player, how difficult is it to have the success he's had, particularly in the fourth quarter?
It's very, very impressive what he's doing, especially at his size. Just speaks to how much skill he has as a basketball player. It's fourth quarters, the defenses get better, everyone's locked in. Defensive schemes are planned around the other team's best scorer, best players, and he continues to just to shine and make plays game after game. So he deserves a lot of credit for the way that he's got this team playing right now.
Luke, your young guys may not remember or know much about this rivalry, but to you, what are your special memories of just the Celtics in general and being around this team when your dad was here?
Those memories are a lot different than my memories as an adult are. So it's a little bit mixed. It's obviously, being a sports fan and a basketball junkie, I love rivalries. It's fun for everybody. As a kid, they were as good memories as you could have. As an adult, they weren't so great. But it's two great organizations battling. It's the whole storyline is there, East Coast, West Coast. It's championships tonight, the all-time wins thing. They've been making a big story of that, which is a little silly, but still fun, I think, for the fans. So it's going to be a fun night.
It is pretty crazy after all this time. That
It is crazy. It is crazy, but I mean, it's one game, and then if they lose the next game and we win, are we going to have the same talk again? So it's definitely crazy that's happening on the night that we're playing them, but it obviously doesn't in the big picture mean that much unless one team takes it and runs with it.